What's going on, my fly guys? Welcome to U-Turn, back with another video. And well, this is gonna be a RU Pokemon Showdown tourney in the RU room. So yeah, first round I just kind of skipped through it because there was just 5 minutes of waiting for the guys to get disqualified. So we were on the second round, like not a dick, just it wasn't even a battle. It says 1-0, but he didn't even respond to my challenge. So we're gonna moving on. We're using the BNRU team, and I'm pretty sure you have the sets, but if not, I'll go through them in between battles if we have time. So our opponent is using some NU mons that are respectively used in RU. So we're just gonna lead with Crystallonics to get our rocks up. He actually leads with a sock. Now he might predict us to switch on the Jelly Belly chip, but I'm just gonna go and set up the rocks. Yeah, he did predict us to go to that, and they're usually choiced in, so he might want to switch out. And it's safe to switch in from an earthquake for him is nobody. Alright, sure, whatever. Alright, so I'm trying to see if we go for an heavy slam, he can easily switch out into some. So earthquake is just our safest move. He does switch into Mola, and Mola absorbs it. We're gonna switch into Jelly Belly chip since a scald is likely to happen. Yep, we have the water absorb, and we'll just taunt that thing. All right, who's gonna get taunted? Sock is getting taunted now. CC will hurt, so I'm just gonna go into Toki. It absorbs any hit. Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna go for Steelix is likely to come in. So on a Steelix switch in, Jelly Belly chip will do just fine. Okay, so we're just gonna Willow this thing. Or actually no. We're gonna taunt it because we don't want rocks to get up since our defogger is weak to the rocks, which sucks, but that's what defoggers are usually. There are some ones that take the rocks just fine, like Scizor, but that's because of its steel typing. And there's some other ones I can't. Mew's a good one, but yeah. So we're just waiting for him to make his move. He switches into Roselia. Now Roselia can't set up the spikes or toxic spikes anymore, and so it's like gotta go for Giga Drain. And on the Giga Drain we'll just Meloetta seems nice. We could just go into Mellow. Goes in the Sock actually. Now if this is Sock is slower than Mellow, right? Oh, oops. DT. Yeah, he's slower, so we'll see if he's scarfed right now. Actually, would a Hyper Voice be more effective? You know, I'm just gonna U-turn. Alright, he does switch in the Steelix while we go for our U-turn. That's nice, and we could just safely go into Jelly Belly chip. And he might read the taunt and go into the Aroma, so I'm just gonna go for a Willow right now. He might not even set up his rocks right now, but if he does, that kind of, it's whatever. It's really whatever. So we're just gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp. He stays in, okay, and we burn him while he does set up the rocks now. I'm just gonna go for a Surf right now. He goes in the Sock right now. Okay, Sock takes 34. And we're just gonna go into Toki again. I'm not gonna defog yet. Ooh, he actually does carry the poison jab, and that's pretty much a dead Toki, so there's nothing we can do. That really blows. So we're just safe to go into Crystallonics and EQ anything. If Mola comes in, Mola comes in. Mola is just a pain in the ass. That's just what it is. It's what it does. It's what Molas do. So alright, so if Mola does not come in, well, it's gotta come in because he's gotta be fearing the Heavy Slam and Earthquake. Those are two big battles, so I mean big threats, big moves. And it's just the safest move to go for. What's Mola at, by the way? 70, so it's basically gonna be full. Oh, Steelix actually comes in to take an EQ, and I'm free to go for another one. He doubles down to Roselia. Okay. Does Roselia learn Sleep Powder? It's safe to go into AT&T. He goes for a Synthesis. I'm gonna go for a Swords Dance. We take that just fine. Just kidding, that really hurt a lot, but Zen Headbutt should take this thing out. Jeez, Roselia got power. Well, it was its own stage. What? How did that survive on its own? Alright, he swaps into Steelix, but it's going down. And T-Trum comes in. That confirms that Scarf, and that means Sock is probably a band. So what's... I really want to stay in, but I know he's going to be choiced into something. I'm just going to go into Crystal Onyx. We take a Head Smash or an Outrage. Alright, so Tyrantrum is going to go down because the way the EV spread goes, Tyrantrum goes down to an Earthquake after Stealth Rock damage. So that's a huge threat out of the way. And Sock or Molar is going to come in. I'll be fine with either. Just kidding. Sock is a low-key threat right now. And there's Sock. I do want to predict the CC, but the knockoff is just too much, and I gotta go into Jelly Belly Chip. Alright, good. So now he's gotta switch out, and I'm just gonna go for a taunt because Mola could come in easily. Mola could easily come in, and I want that thing taunted so it only could go for like a Scald. And we have Water Absorb, so it's perfect. Roselia comes in. Giga Drain's coming our way, so let's just go into AT&T. Sock comes back in. Sock is not Scarf. Sock goes down. Doubles out into Aroma. Aroma is just too bulky for its own good. We're going to go into Crystal Onyx. Take a Moonblast just fine and go for our own Heavy Slam. Actually, no, let's go for Aurora on the swap. I want Aroma back in here. And we can just phase it. So Aloma comes in, Sock comes back. Alright. I'm just gonna go for a Heavy Slam. Alright, he does go for the CC. I needed that. I'm free to go for some Psychics with Mellow. Because no one takes it anymore. Steelix is gone, so bye-bye Sock. And we're Choice Spec, so this is going to do crazy amounts of damage to anybody. Alright, whatever. That does 60%. You lose your special defense. Oh man, there goes our specs, but who cares? Aroma's going down. Thank God, I hate you. I hate those things. Alright, so Mola comes back in. It's taking serious damage. I mean, I could win the Stall War because I have Serene Grace. That means I think it has a 20% chance to lower Spit F now. Yeah, it has 20% chance to lower your special defense, and we're doing almost 50%. So, I mean, you really want to keep this up? All right, it just goes down. That was, he knows he lost. Yeah. All right, so that's a GG right there. We win. So that just shows the power of Mellow. Alright, so let's just go over the team real quick. So we got AT&T, the Virizion. Close Combat, Leaf Blade, Swords and Zen Headbutt. Max Speed, Max Attack, Jolly Nature, so yeah. Then we got Crystal Onyx, the Omega Steelix, sets up rocks, roars people out, yeah. This EV spread is so, that's a good question. I know the attack is just enough so it can Oko T-Trum after Stealth Rock damage, special defense. It's nice to have on a Mega Steelix. Speeds outspeed some like Mega Abomasnows or something. I don't know honestly. But Pokeboo, max speed, max attack, Jolly Nature, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Super Powered, Sucker Punch. Which you got Close Combat, but Super Power works too, I guess. But yeah, this is just the EV spread that's typical on Emboar. I mean, yeah. Then we got Jelly Belly Chip, the Water Absorb, so it absorbs these hits that threaten these two. We got Taunt to shut down anything that wants to set up besides Aroma, because it got the stupid Aroma Veal, which can't be taunted, but whatever. So yeah, this is the typical set, except it's usually like 44 on the speed, but I speed crept because I want to outspeed opposing Jellicent, so I could just taunt them before they taunt me, you know. Alright, so yeah, this is a typical set. I have Surf over Scald because Surf has a little more power. Right? Yeah, 90. And we already have burn potential with Willow. Then we got Toki, the Togetic over here, the bulky. Physically, well, it's just so defensive, so defensively versatile. I mean, these stats look bulky. Yeah, plus Eviolite, oh my god, so annoying to take out, and Scrafty just gets shut down by Dazzling Gleam. It only has 80 special attack with no investments, yet it puts out so much damage with this, so really nice to have. And then we have Meloetta, choice specs all the way. They want bulky, I say no, we want speed on Meloetta. So yeah, that's the team right now, and well, we gotta wait for our next battle, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, we're back, right? Yeah. And Ern is ready to challenge us, so let's see. So he does have the Sharpedo. Now, Sharpedo is getting suspect tested along with Mega Snow. You can see my opinion on it on the Smoggin page. Hopefully I'll remember to link it down in the description below, and you can see everybody's thoughts about it. So, yeah, if I sound louder, I turned up the mic. I realized it was really, really low before, and if it's a little too much for you, just turn it down or turn it up even. So I don't know. I'm guessing a Flygon lead, but I'm still gonna go lead. Ooh, Jolteon. So free rocks, nice, because he's not gonna want to stay. And if he wants to go for like a hidden power, ice, whatever, I usually run hidden power ground just to deal with these things. All right, so he does swap in the Bronzong, and yeah, we can't really touch it. So I'm gonna actually go into Jelly Belly Chip and taunt that thing because I don't want to deal with it. Actually goes for the EQ. I'm gonna taunt this thing. It's gonna be shut down, or if he wants to swap into something, I see he actually has the Volt Turn thingy core, which it is pretty cool. It works, but it's not my thing. So. All right, Mr. Aldo, please come back. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for his move. He swaps into Sharpedo. It can't go for Protect. Can't Oko us with anything. I'm just gonna go for a Willow. Alright, Exploud comes in. This thing I hate. Someone's got to go down. That's basically the thing with Exploud. How often is it used, actually? So it is number 14 in RU. It's really good. Number 1's Flygon. Number 3 is Megalix. So yeah. How much do we take from that? Let's go. Jellicent, are you especially defensive? Is that us? No. We're Jellicent bulky. You defensive. That's basically us. Against Exploud, are you boom? Exploud, are you Boom Burst? Let's see, we take like 60, so. Scald only, well, we have Surf, if that makes a difference at all. Let's go Surf. We do like 37, so. Yeah, we're not staying in against this. We're going to go into Crystal Onyx, Boom Burst, yeah. Alright, so no one on his team wants to take a Heavy Slam except the Bronzong, which might come in, so I'm still going to go for it. Yeah, Zong comes in. I'm going to go into Jelly Belly Chip, maybe on the EQ, maybe on the rocks. We'll just see in a second. So it goes back into this thing, which Surf actually can kill it with the burn. Or just kill it? No, yeah, with the burn. Alright, so now we cannot take like a deep pulse or whatever this thing wants to throw at us. And that blows in itself. But we're going to switch into Toki. It is the special Sharpedo, which is more oftenly used. And Jolteon comes in on that. A Volt Turn, I mean, Volt Switch is most likely going to happen. But Shadow Ball always gets a special defense drop, which... Alright. So he's probably stuck into that. So let's just go into Meloetta and... I'm gonna go for a U-turn on the swap. Bronzong. I was tempted to go for a Shadow Ball, but I just was not 100% sure. So we go into Emboar, and who wants to take a Flare Blitz? Maybe Flygon, but yeah, all right. It really took it well. Alright, EQ, Earth Power, yada yada yada. We're gonna go into Toki because I also could. Ooh, defog. That's the defog one. Bronzong coming in. Let's go into Mellow. Jolteon actually comes in, and let's just go for a Shadow Ball. We saw his switch in was Bronzong before. He sees we stay in. He goes into Bronzong, and that thing lives. Excuse me. But now it goes down. So there goes Bronzong. Sharpedo comes in. We're just gonna go into Toki. He can Ice Beam us. Yes. All right. I'm gonna go for a Roost because it's this. Toki is just so wally. What? No, that's dumb. I want to go on Pokeboo and just Sucker Punch. Let's see. Sharpedo, UU Life Orb, and M-Board Choice Scarf. We're gonna get rid of Sleep Talk and put on Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch says 30 to 35. We gotta whittle it down a little bit more. Alright, but we could probably live an Ice Beam, so let's just go for Close Combat's our best move, so we'll be able to live an Ice Beam. I'm positive. Yeah, it only does 50% max, so now it goes into his own, which kind of sucks, but we're gonna go into Emboar. We take that Close Combat like a beast, and Flare Blitz. This is the reason, like, he's gonna swap. He has no one to swap into, so yeah. This is the reason I wanted to keep Emboar around, was to just literally Flare Blitz this thing, and yep, did great. Alright, now here's the tough part. You know what? No, I could just sack off Jelly Belly Chip. Whoever wants to come in. We can get a recover off, you know. That'll be perfect, but it's really not likely to do so. Shadow Ball, yeah, we're dead. But actually, since he went for Shadow Ball, we could just Hyper Voice, and either one of these things are going down. What? It's not Choice. Oh, it's E-Belt. Oh, he actually had me fooled. He had me fooled. Alright, we're gonna go down. There's no way we could live. If we do, that'll be great, but just going for the Protect. Man, why? Alright, Dark Pulse miss. Can't miss. I'm not gonna make this closer. Alright, I'm just gonna go for a Leaf Blade. And this is a GG. If he gets a crit though, that'll piss me off. No crit, no freeze, GG. Alright, thank God. And our next match is already ready. Where are we right now? Oh, I was about to say, yo, finals, but no, semifinals. So let's go and do this thing. And I'm ready to battle. Garbodor, we see some trash over here. We're gonna lose to that thing. Alright, so I'm expecting a Flygon lead, but still, I'm just gonna lead with Megalix because I want to get the rocks up ASAP. I mean, does it whittle his team down? No, but he has a U-turner, so that any damage is nice, okay? And this is free damage every time a Pokemon comes into play. So Itch comes in. I hate him facing Emboars. I hate facing Emboars. Is he gonna Wild Charge? Is he gonna Flare Blitz? Do I really? He's gonna overprotect. He's gonna overprotect. Yep, he overpredicted. I knew it. Emboar is down. Nice. I was gonna go into Toki just to take the Flare Blitz. And I'm like, wait, Wild Charge. I was also attempting to go into Jelly Belly Chip, but whatever. Alright, so this thing. Yep, I knew it was gonna set up a Swords Dance, so I don't feel like dealing with that thing. Nah, man. Alright, here's where we set up our rocks. He sets up spikes. I mean, we got a Defogger, and EQ hurts. I knew that was gonna happen though. Alright, now we go into Togetic on the potential Defog, EQ, Draco, Outrage, whatever. Potential, whatever we want, we could just go in on a Flygon. It's the ultimate Flygon check, which I would know that. So he goes for the U-turn. Yeah, even U-turn, it only does 3%. I'm putting it on my screen like you can see. It only does 3%. That's nothing. That's nothing. Alright, so who can he go into? Who can he go into? This thing. Okay. I could just... Okay. Think you're cool? Think you're nice? Didn't think so. Alright, so I'm just gonna go for a Bedazzle. Bedazzling Gleam right now because, this... Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. I don't know what he was thinking, but... I was thinking, I was going for a Dazzling Gleam. Regardless, I mean, it had -1 special defense. Best play was the only play. Alright, so yeah, this thing comes back into play, and I'm just gonna go into Crystallonics. I mean, yeah, he could go in the Flygon, but as he saw it, what does that do exactly? You U-turn, you Dragon move? I mean, I go back into that thing. Alright, so this thing came in. I'm just gonna Heavy Slam on the Flygon switching. Alright. Alright, so EQ, whatever, sure, U-turn. Okay, and he might just let this thing go down. Alright, he tries to keep it alive. Let's go in the Slow King. And we go into Jelly Belly Chip because we could taunt the Slack off. I mean, we can't touch this thing, but we could taunt the Slack off. Calm Mind. Sure, okay. Taunt. Jellicent actually has speed. Did you just go for a Psychic? Alright, whatever. You know, if he wants to switch. Okay, no, he doesn't. Whatever. I don't really care. It's fine. Because, actually, I gotta. No, it does not win me the game. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna see something. We're gonna see Virizion or Swords Dance against Garbodor and use Spikes. Zen Headbutt does only 40% max, +2 though. Still not enough. So yeah, we could just. Alright, we're gonna calc the Slow King. You Calm Mind, you Calm Mind. Yeah, okay. Yes, okay, whatever. What was I gonna calc? Emboar Wild Charge, that's what I was gonna do. Wild Charge is only 68. Look, the min roll of Wild Charge is, the max roll of Wild Charge is the min roll of the Scald, so yeah, we're not doing that yet. I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball, honestly. I know +1, yeah. We're just gonna go into Mellow Etta, Scarf, and we're gonna go with Slow King. No, it's at +1 though. Oops. Oh, wait, no, we're Specs. I just realized that. It used to be Scarf. Yeah, that's more damage. And someone's got to take a Shadow Ball. Alright, there we go. That was a +1 Slow King. I don't know why. And now I can defog the Toxic Spikes away. Hey. Actually, ooh, Stone Edge though. Banking on a Stone Edge miss. Actually, you know what? Do I really need Crystal Onyx? No. I can just sack it off. I'll go for a roar because I really don't want to deal with it, but oh, we lived. Alright, now I can just go for an EQ. I just did not want to deal with the +2. Jeez, I forgot. I forgot Steelix was defensive. What? Alright, so we go for an EQ. He goes for a Scald, okay. And now we Psychic. Now all we do is click Psychic. Slow King down, Virizion comes in, Virizion CCs, we go into Togetic. Unless he's no, he's not that ballsy. We're gonna Dazzling Gleam this thing though. Alright, is Virizion on the field? Oh, Virizion Swords Dance against Togetic. I don't have Seismic Toss was an option, but I said nah, Dazzling Gleam though. It does around 40%. That's damage though. Got a Roost. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now it really doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. Hey, cuz. I'm going to the finals. That was unfortunate for him, but didn't matter. I had Emboar in the back. Like, Emboar is just such a great Pokemon. But all right, I'll just see you guys when the next battle comes up. So peace out. We are against SDC. He is very confident in RU. He's a voice here. He's really good. Solid Sweeps would have won, but he had to go, so that's unfortunate. But let's see. Well, let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, wait, what? Am I stupid or something? Oh, he's in the wrong room. I win against one. You probably don't see this. So he's not accepting, so I'll just pause until he does. Alright, we are back with, I was about to say, oh, okay, only 4 Mons, but oh, you're in the finals. I'm gonna lose. Well, not that confidence. Alright, so let's just lead with Crystal Onyx. Alright, so let's see. Archeops lead, Heavy Slam. Jelly Belly. Easy as that. No, never for you. And let's just Surf. Alright, Head Smash. That's doing nothing. I should have recovered. Alright, misplay already. And it was in Defiance, so it could have been a lot worse, so. Archeops is down, his Stealth Rocker is down. Lee comes in. Lee comes in. Lee comes in and Jellicent. 60s. Yep, gotta swap, right? Wait. Oh, yeah, gotta swap. Dash Learn. Hitmon Leap. If I see this, though. Let's just go into Toki, man. Knock off the Eviolite. So, alright, let's roost up. Stone Edge, though. Okay. Psychic? No. Empoor just flare blitzes, but not on the Medicham, because Medicham is most likely Scarf. So. Alright, so this is like a little tricky because Medicham is Medicham and Medicham is most likely Scarfed. What did you say earlier? Hold on. Usage. What was I gonna look up? I was gonna look up. Oh, Mach Punch though. Okay. Medicham. Abilities. I spelled that right. No. Not abilities. I'm stupid. Spreads. Did I do a thing? I forgot an S. Alright, I meant items. LOL. Alright. Choice Scarf, most common. Aerodactyl comes in. Jelly Belly comes in. EQ. That was bad. You know what? No, Crystal Onyx just comes in though. Yeah, it's not doing that much, so I could just Heavy Slam to whatever I want to. Yeah, because no one easily switches in on Heavy Slam, and this thing, it's only doing 38%, so I should have done this instead of going to Jelly in the first place. So Absol comes in, Absol goes down, Absol goes down. Who comes in besides Medicham? A Selgor, Final Gambit? Do I really need Jelly though? I would like to keep it around. This is my least useful mon, so if it goes for a Final Gambit, okay. CC. Kind of sucks that the one mon that we had to get rid of hazards. Actually, I could go back in the Crystal Onyx. We still got this. We are Scarf Embor with Sucker Punch. I realize that. It's not over yet though. Keep that in mind. Yeah, we could take a Giga Drain, but that's about it. I don't know, what was I thinking? Alright, so yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Who's coming in? I don't really need you, so I could just sack you off on to see who's coming in. Yo, what? What? Wait, what? Not Scarf? Okay. That actually makes me feel a lot better. That really makes me feel a lot better. I was really nervous, but crit though. We're not Scarf, we're Specs. No. Oh, we were so close. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well. We choked letting Togetic go. I don't really know what else to say. I thought we had it when we saw that. But the hazards, man. The hazards. Fastest Spike Eruptor. It just got to me, and it's actually bulkier than you think. So, yeah. I'll just see you guys later. Bye.